Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Gen Mouse 45 video, where today we're doing RWBY Hunger Games once again, but this time with mostly villain-related characters. Very excited to be doing this once again. Comprised a list of some characters, so let's go ahead and see who we have. In District 1, we have Salem, of course. In General Ironwood, I know he's not completely a villain, but he and Salem do butt heads in Volumes 8 and everything, so I just thought add him in here for funsies because I forgot to add him to the last one, so he's in here. District 2, we have Arthur Watts and Tyrion. In District 3, we have Hazel and Lionheart. In District 4, we have Raven and Cinder. In District 5, we have Roman and Neo. District 6, we have Talk and Vernal. In District 7, we have Jacques Schnee and Shady Man. He's the one in Volume 5 that Yang punched at the convenience store place. District 8, we have the Malachite twins. That's Melanie and Matildas, I believe. I'm going to want to keep saying Matilda. That's not how you pronounce it. In District 9, we have their mother, Little Miss Malachite. And we have, I believe it's Carmen or Carmine or something, but she's, her character is in the books Before the Fall, no, After the Fall and Before the Dawn, there we go. She's in those books, and she's kind of portrayed as a not-so-nice person. District 10, everybody's favorites, Emerald and Mercury. District 11, we have the Curious Cat and the Jabberwocker. Those are from RWBY Volume 9. And in District 12, we have the God of Light and the God of Darkness. Not quite villains, but again, throwing them in for funsies. So, yep, this is our cast and crew that we're going to be using for Hunger Games RWBY Villains Edition. Just a quick heads up before we begin the video. There is violent themes of death, gore, and all that kind of stuff. I'll have a video card somewhere in there. If you need to take a break from the screen, pause the recording, get up, stretch, get some fresh air, water, and come back to the video as needed. So, wanted to put that out there as well. So, happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in their favor. I hope Tyrion doesn't win. Oh yeah, do cast your vote down below. Who do you think will win? No skipping ahead to the end of the video, but place your bets in. I'm hoping it's not Tyrion. It would be funny if he did win, though, because he is crazy. I'm going to cast in my vote. I hope it's Hazel. Hazel deserved better, so I'm hoping he comes out on top. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. Hunger Games, the Bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Salem grabs a sword. Little Malachite, Jacques Schnee, General Ironwood, and Matilda's Malachite run away from the cornucopia. God of Darkness and Mercury fight for a bag. God of Darkness gives up and retreats. That's funny. Lionheart finds a backpack full of camping equipment. You know what? He would have been the type of professor who enjoyed camping, just getting away from the city and the students and just, yeah, I see it. Bernal runs away from the cornucopia. Shady Man runs away from the cornucopia. Emerald grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Why does that feel like it's in character? Curious Cat runs away from the cornucopia. Roman snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Oh no. Let's see. Neo, the Jabberwocker, Hazel, Cinder run away from the cornucopia. Carmine takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. I now can't remember what her weapon is. Melanie gathers as much food as she can. Oh, I forgot to change the pronouns. Whoops, that's okay. Tyrion and Talk run away from the cornucopia. Raven stays at the cornucopia for resources. Yeah. God of Light finds a bag of explosives, and Arthur Watts runs away from the cornucopia. It's a lot of running this time around, so villains are smarter than we think. Day 1. Salem receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, so now she has a hatchet and a sword. That's just great. You have magic! There's no magic in the Hunger Games, but yeah. Jacques Schnee stalks God of Light. Jabberwocker collects fruit from a tree. That's actually kind of adorable. I know they're really scary creatures, but that's kind of cute. Raven constructs a shack. Arthur, Watts, Vernal, and Carmine hunt for other tributes. Roman collects fruit from a tree. Talk hunts for other tributes. Cinder and Curious Cat hunt for other tributes. Aw, Cinder's a cat person. That's so cute. Lionheart steals from Hazel while he isn't looking. Ooh, that's pretty ballsy. Okay. Little Miss Malachite stabs God of Darkness in the back with a trident. Oh my goodness. Tyrion hunts for other tributes. General Ironwood is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Emerald tries to spear fish with a trident. Let's see. Matildus and Melanie, the twins, fight Shady Man and Neo. Shady Man and Neo survive. What? Mercury questions his sanity. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. God of Darkness, Matildus, and Melanie. Oh no, the Malachite twins! This feels like just in the beginning volumes. Like they were, I think, in the trailer in like the first couple seasons, and then they just disappeared. Of course, they're in Roman Holiday if you've read that book. Actually, a very good book and everything, but that's crazy. And the God of Darkness. Oh my gosh. Alright, night 1. Raven questions her sanity. Carmine starts a fire. Neo and God of Light hold hands. Aww. Jacques Schnee defeats Emerald in a fight, but spares her life. Tyrion and Jabberwocker fight Cinder and Mercury. Tyrion and Jabberwocker survive? That's like half of Cinder's like little group. Oh my gosh. Salem and Little Miss Malachite tell stories about themselves to each other. That feels very, very canon. They're just sitting under the stars. Cinder and Mercury are fighting for their lives, and they're just like, so, tell me, how was it growing up? And stuff, yeah. Shady Man tries to defeat his infection. Talk sets up camp for the night. Roman is awoken by nightmares. Ooh. Curious Cat lets Vernal into his shelter. Or their shelter. Yeah, their shelter. General Ironwood thinks about winning. Of course you do. Lionheart questions his sanity. Of course you do. Arthur Watts tries to treat his infection. And Hazel sets up camp for the night. Day 2. General Ironwood tends to Roman's wounds. Tyrion receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Salem catches Vernal off guard and kills her. Oh no, Vernal can never survive. Why? Carmine kills Raven for her supplies? Oh my gosh, no. Lionheart runs away from Arthur Watts. Hazel, Shady Man, Talk, God of Light, and Curious Cat hunt for other tributes. That's quite a group. Little Miss Malachite attacks Jabberwocker, but they manage to escape. Emerald injures herself. Jacques Schnee discovers a cave, and Neo makes a slingshot. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Cinder, Mercury, Vernal, and Raven. Wow. General Ironwood questions his sanity. You were just thinking about winning. Now you're questioning your sanity? It's a little bit too on character. Lionheart receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Lomas, Malachite, and Curious Cat huddle for warmth. Oh, that's so cute. Roman and Neo tell stories about themselves to each other. I mean, they already know each other, but yeah, they're looking back at fond memories. Carmine screams for help. Jacques Schnee and God of Light run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Jabberwocker dies from hypothermia? I don't know how I feel about that. Salem and Emerald run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Hazel begs for Talk to kill him. She refuses, keeping Hazel alive. Arthur Watts is awoken by nightmares. Shady Man and Tyrion huddle for warmth. That is not a mental image I needed. Thanks. Hazel. Oh wait, day 3. Hazel, Jacques Schnee, and Salem get into a fight. Salem triumphantly kills them both. No! I thought Hazel would want to win. No. That is so on character. Everything so far has been like on character. It's actually kind of scary. So, separate period. At least Jack sneezed it. That's, yeah. Lionheart receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Emerald camouflages herself in the bushes. Tyrion searches for firewood. Curious Cat scares Roman off. Carmine scares Talk off. Lomas Malachite constructs a shack. Arthur Watts searches for firewood. Neo sprains her ankle while running away from the God of Light. General Ironwood tries to sleep through the entire day. And Shady Man travels to higher ground. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jabberwocker, District 11. Hazel, District 3. And Jacques, District 7. Oof. Alright, Night 3. Neo defeats Shady Man in a fight but spares his life. Arthur Watts accidentally steps on a landmine. No, you're supposed to be an evil genius scientist thing. Oh my gosh. Why? How? Oh, man. General Ironwood fends Talk, Curious Cat, and Roman away from his fire. God of Light sets up camp for the night. Tyrion receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Well, that's gonna end well. Lionheart thinks about home. Emerald and Salem tell stories about themselves to each other. I keep my eye on Salem. If she ends up winning this, oh my gosh. Carmine receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Little Miss Malachite loses sight of where she is. Day 4. Neo fishes. God of Light, Tyrion, and Emerald get into a fight. Tyrion triumphantly kills them both. Well, there you go. More in character for you. Carmine tries to spear fish with a trident. Curious Cat receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Shady Man camouflages himself in the bushes. Little Miss Malachite searches for a water source. Salem and Lionheart work together for the day. That's interesting. General Ironwood receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Talk receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. And Roman makes a slingshot. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Arthur Watts, God of Light, and Emerald. Night 4. Tyrion looks at the night sky. Talk goes to sleep. Salem convinces Curious Cat to snuggle with her. General Ironwood climbs a tree to rest. Little Miss Malachite and Lionheart huddle for warmth. Neo and Carmine tell stories about themselves to each other. And Roman destroys Shady Man's supplies while he is asleep. Yeah. Day 5. Shady Man scares Curious Cat off. That's not nice. Roman discovers a river. He's like, this is the Roman River. This is my river. He's going to share it with Neo, though, because he's very, very polite. Lionheart sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Yep. It's the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz is his character based off of, so yeah. Salem attacks Tyrion, but he manages to escape. Talk fishes. Little Miss Malachite camouflages herself in the bushes. General Ironwood constructs a shack. Neo tries to spear fish with a trident. And Carmine accidentally steps on a landmine. There's a lot of fishing going on. Oh, Carmine stepped on a landmine. Oh no. And passed away. Okay. Let's see. Night 5. Talk kills Curious Cat while they are sleeping. Well... okay. Lionheart screams for help. Tyrion tries to sing himself to sleep. Salem receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Shady Man stays awake all night. Roman screams for help. Little Miss Malachite receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. And Neo and General Ironwood hold hands. That's interesting. Ooh, we have a feast! Yay, the feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Little Miss Malachite and Lionheart fight Neo and Salem. Little Miss Malachite and Lionheart survive? Oh my gosh. Roman bashes Talk's head against a rock several times. Okay, well the feast is doing something. General Ironwood steals Shady Man's memoirs. Tyrion cannot handle the circumstances and commits... Oh. Everything was going so good until the feast. Usually most people just don't go. Like, most of the characters don't go. But this time, it was like, they were going. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Day 6. So, running out of characters. General Ironwood diverts Shady Man's attention and runs away. Little Miss Malachite unknowingly eats toxic berries. Isn't that like part of the nursery rhyme? No, eating her curds and whey. Yeah. Eats toxic berries, oh dear. Roman fishes. He's like, I must remember Neo. I must fish. Oh gosh. And Lionheart injures himself. Yeah, 6 cannon shots. I think this is the most cannon shots we've had since the start. So the Curious Cat, Neo, Salem, Talk, Tyrion, and Little Miss Malachite. Well, the 2 big bads. I usually say 3, the Curious Cat. 2, like, are not in the Hunger Games. Night 6. General Ironwood receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Shady Man and Roman hold hands. Lionheart is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. We're day 7. We're a week in the Hunger Games. Roman receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. General Ironwood travels to higher ground. Lionheart bleeds out due to untreated injuries. And Shady Man questions his sanity. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Lionheart. Roman defeats General Ironwood in a fight but spares his life. Shady Man bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oh wait. No! Day 8. General Ironwood kills Roman while he is resting. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Shady Man and Roman. The winner of the RWBY Hunger Games Villains Edition is General Ironwood from District 1. Oh, I need to sit and process this. Oh my gosh, no way! I was like, he's not gonna make it past the 3rd or 4th day. Like, that's what I was thinking in my head and stuff. But wow. I threw him in as a joke, and he's like, I'm gonna show you. Oh my gosh, but Roman got 2nd place. Shady Man was 3rd place. Lionheart, where was... Hazel was probably down here somewhere. Yeah, 5th place. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Maybe next time, I don't know. I mean, I was searching the RWBY wiki left and right for different villains, but I just threw him in because him and Salem were like not the best of friends, and it showed. So yeah, wow, General Ironwood. So do let me know what your reactions were down below, because I was not expecting that. But yeah, that was crazy. It was like everybody was pretty much in character. I feel like everybody was doing side quests, holding hands, huddling for warmth, fishing, until the feast, and then it just chaos. Yeah, so wow. There you go, General Ironwood, you're victor. Oh boy. Alright, well, and that's going to be it for this Hunger Games simulation. Maybe I'll do another RWBY one in the future. I'll have to see if there's any more characters or even new characters. Hopefully we get Volume 10 greenlit here soon. Or even if there's other fandoms or anybody you want me to do, I will definitely keep that in mind, because these are pretty fun to do. They're pretty entertaining, and the surprise at the end is always a blast. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you're taking care, staying safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone!